Guess who?
Ladies and gentlemen,
Vinny K.
Story right here is I don't know if we went over this, but the Batman that got in trouble.
Which one? The Batman in LA is always getting in trouble.
No, not the guy taking the pictures, which I still love. The whole LA story. I used the clip a lot last year on FMs. There was a fight between Batman and somebody else, but
Freddy Krueger, I think.
The person they interview was Captain America, and he didn't know English.
Well, if Freddy Krueger and Batman get in a fight, who are you going to interview? You and me? We weren't there.
Captain America.
Gotta get Captain America or one of the 7 or 8 Spider-Mans. That's the funniest thing about it going to L.A. is everybody wants to be Spider-Man. There's like one of everybody. But
it's funny, and you know this, in Times Square, we actually had a comic club in Times Square. Times Square, they have all those people, and the Spider-Man in Times Square is very, very nasty. He stays by the Toys R Us.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
And I'm not scared of people, and it was one of those things, like, I sized him up, and I said, I know I could take this guy. But a little part of me was afraid because he was Spider-Man. I'm not going to lie. It's a little intimidating. It is Spider-Man.
For a second, you thought you bit off more than you could chew.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I
think wearing a mask. I don't know what's going on.
They're saying superheroes are not above the law with the looming threat of serving 15 years in prison. Real-life superhero Mark Wayne Williams, who goes by the name of Petoskey Batman. He patrols downtown Petoskey, Michigan.
Why doesn't he go by Mr. Wayne? That was Batman's actual name. And his name is Batman's actual name. He could have just stayed with his real name.
I don't know if Petoskey, Michigan needs a Batman. Maybe a Robin. Or go to a bigger city. Go to Detroit if you want to be Batman.
There's a documentary out there about people that want to be real superheroes. Like, there's one in San Diego. There's like a group of kids in Brooklyn that dress up in like armor and just run around at night. They all look like the Esurance commercials.
Well, Williams was arrested in late September and charged with obstruction after police authorities said he wouldn't leave them alone while they searched for a driver who fled an accident. Williams pleaded not guilty. It's his 4th arrest, including another Batman-related incident.
Well, no, because I forget the name of the documentary.
Stop what you're doing and start a band called Batman-Related Incident.
There's a documentary out there that's just great. Basically, it's all people that are kind of semi-retarded that like keep reading their comic books, and they throw on like a helmet, like a motorcycle helmet with stickers. I'm serious. This is what happens. They throw on like a motorcycle helmet with stickers and a mask, and they end up getting in trouble because people go, "Hey, why is there a guy walking around with a motorcycle helmet and a mask on?" They don't get it that other people are scared of them now because they don't really have superheroes.
In real life, if you dress up as you would think a superhero, other people are going to be scared.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially if you make up the superhero. If you dress as Batman, people are going to be a little leery. But if you make up your own superhero, put together a costume, and run into public, people are going to be scared of you.
People do. They're like, why is that guy wearing a ski mask that he colored red? and just driving around in a Toyota Tercel with a bulletproof vest on? It doesn't make sense. This guy's scared of us. Arrest him.
This guy said the police have a job to do, and their job is to arrest people who break the law. I feel there is a gap between justice and the law, and a lot of the times things can be resolved with sending somebody to jail.
The OJ trial.
Yeah, but I don't think the answer is this guy. Cops discovered he was carrying a baton, a canister of chemical irritant. He wasn't even carrying mace. It was like Raid or something. And he had lead-lined gloves. If you had if you said to me, okay, listen, you have to be a superhero, pick 3 weapons, it wouldn't be a baton, chemical irritant, and lead-lined gloves. Just take a bat with you. Take one thing at that point.
No, I mean, it's
Two things bother me about this. One is, if he does get locked up, you know what they're going to do to Batman in jail? He's not going to have a pretty couple years. And the other thing is, there's a picture. At some point, he found a woman, probably online, to be his Batgirl.
Ugly girl's got to do something to get some love around. I mean, I just there's a sect of people, and I do think I understand where they're coming from. If I was 9, you know what I mean? They just never left that 9-year-old wanting of to help people and all this stuff. To be an actual police officer, or usually people who are like mall cop who got fired because they're too overzealous with a shoplifter. You know, it's people like that think they're going to, you know, their job is to help everyone in the world. You know what? Stuff happens. Call the police.
How is your road to being Batman? I was a mall cop.
That's what it is. You never meet a Marine who becomes Batman.
That's the problem. If you're listening out there, if you're a former Navy SEAL and you're bored, become a superhero. You know what I'm saying? If you were a Navy SEAL and now you're used to snapping necks and stuff and you're bored at home watching The Price is Right, you become a superhero. That's what the country
honestly,
needs.
that's not a bad idea. I think people would get behind that. I don't think we would mind having some of our former military protecting us because they would know what to do.
If you were in the service for 12 years and you were a private the whole time, don't become a superhero.
If we fought an entire 10 years, a decade worth of wars, and you never left your desk job in the military, you should probably
don't buy a new mask.
Yeah.
What's for sale?